Happy Monday, right?
It's something.
Yeah. We had a weekend where
Yeah,
actually
we did have a weekend. Yep, that came and
we
it is
had a
gone.
weekend, but actually we're supposed to get some storms around here, and not so bad here. But boy, our sister state, Kentucky, got it pretty bad up down there. Yeah, really. Their thoughts and prayers sending definitely for them, and I know that a lot on them down there. And then I do believe up to the north too. I saw some different like hail damage and a lot going on too. I believe actually in Columbus, Indiana, and maybe up in Indianapolis too. So the surrounding areas. So right now though, we did pretty good. We got out of it pretty good.
I was like, we dodged that.
We did.
A
And
little bit.
what a blessing for sure. So, all right, let's see what today is. Today is Monday. Let's thank our sponsors. What am I saying? Let's thank our sponsors.
Let's thank these lovely sponsors right here. Let's thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Purlee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Land Consulting, First Harrison Bank, the Louisville Bats, Schneck Hospital, and Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
Yay. Thank you to our great sponsors. Very proud of them. And hopefully everybody maybe saw everybody over the weekend. We're getting into a very busy time. This is actually a time when a lot of schools are doing graduation, last days of schools, and starting trying to wrap things up.
That's what I was like, May went by fast, and now June, like I'm already like my June is filling up. And I'm like, are we even gonna have like a quiet, like slow at all? Like, is there gonna be like any slowing down?
Yeah.
Is the pace gonna slow down at all come June? And it's not looking good.
Well, I think they're just gonna have to cancel Father's Day, right? Can't possibly seem to be getting that fit in, right?
I mean, Dad's gonna have to take one for the team.
That's right. I don't think they care sometimes. I think they just
there are probably some out there that don't care.
I don't think so as much.
But yeah, I think that
as much as we care about Mother's Day.
I mean, to be fair, there were a lot of moms that were doing a lot of momming. Okay. I mean, like they were gone. They were doing the whole sports thing or, still, doing the kid thing. So Dad's, I mean, I don't know what your expectations are, but I mean, Mom was at that ball game. And
how many more ties can Dad get, right? Another tie, maybe,
a hammer.
That's right.
I mean,
that's right.
But listen, we will deal with it when it comes.
That's right.
Okay. Father's Day is, so at this point, I got 500 things to do before that even.
And that ain't one of them right now. That's on the back burner. It's somewhere in the thought, though. It's in the thought process.
I'm just saying that there's so many more things that have to happen before Father's Day happens.
Yeah, busy time.
Yeah.
Fun time though, definitely. And our weather, as long as it keeps cooperating, we'll be okay on that. So
yeah, the weather can stop going below 75.
Right.
At any point.
Yep.
I'd be cool with that. But yeah, so that's just speaking of weather. I think that we might be getting some rain this week, but it keeps also going in and out. Like some days I think we're having rain and then we'll get nothing at all.
Yeah.
I'm not a meteorologist. So
well, it's kind of hard, It's a 50-50 shot sometimes with weather. I mean, and so I know the flowers and everything, they're all coming out. I call them peonies. Yeah, some people call them, I don't know what all they call them, but anyway, they're starting to bud. Everything's just budding out. Everything's beautiful, and flowers and tomato plants and little strawberry plants. I've got strawberries on my strawberry plants.
That meme that said, I just want to build a screened-in porch where I can sit down on my couch with a cup of coffee and watch the rain come in and just sit and say, we needed this. I'm like, how old do we have to be to do that? Because I want to do that.
Yeah, I
want to do that. I want to sip my coffee and watch the rain come down in my screen-in porch.
Yes,
I want to do that.
I think the part of, and then I've got budding little strawberries. This is my first time with strawberries, and it's so funny because they're little bitty, and like there's like one or two that's like getting red, and the rest are not near ready. And I don't know when do I start baking the cake for strawberry shortcake? When do I start getting my cake ready? When do I start? When do I start getting all of my stuff
in about
ready?
5 days, you can ask some professionals at the Strawberry Festival.
Yeah, there we
They
go.
can
I'm gonna
probably
have
tell
to.
you.
What is it? Whenever,
people
because
down there that probably know.
it's okay. Like I know. It's just like children. Everybody grows at different times. But my strawberries, I have like 2 or 3 that are really advanced and ready to go.
So you'll have really good strawberry shortcakes, and then you'll have some that are mediocre, and then you'll.
So my strawberry shortcake might be lean on the strawberries, right?
Yeah.
So
like.
It might be more shortcake than strawberry, but okay.
Shorted the shortcake.
Remember John Wayne said, these chicken and dumplings will hurt your eyes. They said, why do you say that? Because try to find the chicken in there.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Trying to find the strawberries in there. Okay. All right. Onward ho. Sorry. That was a little corny for Monday, but it had to be said.
I'm just saying, are mashed potatoes supposed to be crunchy?
Okay. It's a spud. Okay.
So there's movies that we watch. If you can listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if anybody can name what, not you, but like if anybody can name what our mashed potatoes supposed to be crunchy, if they can name what that's off of, you win the day.
Yeah.
Like
you get the Monday prize. You get the 19th day of Monday.
And why are we not chatting more often if you know my movie quotes?
Exactly.
I love it.
All right, we're on to the 19th day of May. More than halfway through. This is accounting day. Accounting, we will go. Accounting day.
Yeah.
They used to call them. Hang on, I found this out, and I got her. They call it bean counters. A counter. Wait, am I saying accounting? I think they used to call them bean counters. I don't know.
Sounds made up to me.
It does sound made up.
I don't know.
After, like, I really do believe. I think there's something about that. Boys Club Day. Okay. Boys Club Day.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typically an accountant or bureaucrat.
It's called a bean counter. Is there a nickname?
It's perceived as placing excessive emphasis on controlling expenditure and budgets. That's why I'm not familiar with it.
I just know.
There we go. That's why I'm not familiar.
There we are.
The
only thing when I used to have to pick beans, that would be the only bean counter I would be. Yeah. If I didn't count them, I just picked them. Celebrate your elected officials day.
Hey,
I love our elected officials.
Great.
Yes.
We are so blessed here in Indiana.
We are, and I think people need to remember that that to give them grace sometimes on things, and there's a reason sometimes for things that are going on or happening that maybe look a little different, but But I also believe too, and get out and do your homework and find out about your elected officials. So celebrate them and get to know them.
I mean, we do a really good job of letting them know when we're upset.
Yeah.
But do we let them know when we're also proud or happy that they did something?
Yeah. I kind of believe that. I believe, if I don't have any problem with, hearing all the things I do wrong, but I'd like every now and then to hear some things maybe that I get a little right. Don't you feel that it's got to be a little equal there?
Yeah. I mean, well, and that's one thing the organization Americans for Prosperity does too. They do a great job of doing that. By saying thank you. We do thank you phone calls. We do thank you mailers. We do those. Thanking them, for looking out for the taxpayers.
Right. And for making, just for being you. Thank you for being you.
Well,
right.
I don't know
and all that you do. All that you do. Thank you.
We do thank
for all that you do.
I mean, there's just such a total array of different policies, right? So, they may side with us on one and disagree with us on another. So we'd hate to, not recognize the good too. You take the good, you take the bad. That's the facts of life. We've taken the ugly too. Yeah, the good, bad, and the ugly. That's Clint Eastwood too. Yeah. So, I mean, true. So celebrate elected officials day. All right. Yes, absolutely. Yes. In some areas, we didn't, but some areas actually had an election just not too long ago, I believe. A referendum. I don't know. They have an election as well? I think some elections around. Mm-hmm. within the state?
Now that I don't know. I just know I saw a lot of political stuff coming through, but no, I don't know.
I know there are some referendums that went through, which we've stopped that now they have to have them on during a general election, during a presidential election, because sometimes there are some groups that like to try to slide in referendums without letting the full, without, it's because the data shows the turnout is just much bigger during a presidential election year.
Oh, yeah.
And so now the referendums, they're going to have to go on those ballots where you can't just slip it in on an off presidential election year that maybe the voter turnout's not near as what it would be. And actually we've seen where a lot of people have tried to get things passed in that manner, and it's just not right. So we want to make sure that the constituents are aware of, when these things are happening and educating them about what it is specifically. And so I know that happened a couple weeks ago. And I know that we had some down here in Southern Indiana.
Right. All right. So, May Ray Day, and it shows at a beach. So would that be like the rays of the sun? May Ray Day.
I don't know, but
I like that.
I'll participate in that.
If you need me to go out there on the beach and get some rays to celebrate May Ray Day, I'm okay with that. Okay. Right.
I mean, yeah, it's to get outside.
Get outside. Yeah.
Enjoy the warmth.
Love it.
And as the summer approaches, I love those words.
Yes, I know.
Summer approaching. I will take that.
We'll take
all
it
day long.
Yes. It was welcomed. I think the welcome mat was out. Yeah.
I didn't complain once that it was too hot this weekend.
No.
I think we're just beginning, and I'm here for it.
All right. This is also National Devil's Food Cake Day, and it shows a big old piece of chocolate Devil's Food Cake Day.
Yum. I love cake.
I could probably sprinkle some of my strawberries on that.
Yeah, get you like some strawberry glaze with your strawberries, and then like
it would be all glazed. Yeah, that's the thing. I need the glaze, and then that would help it along, wouldn't it? If you cut strawberry.
If you did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you cut strawberries there, yeah. Ooh, I do like chocolate and strawberry.
I know.
I wouldn't even be strawberry. Yes. Yep. And the crowd said, yeah.
Yep.
National Hepatitis Testing Day.
I didn't know that they had that.
I didn't know that. I guess I know like hepatitis shots, but I didn't know.
Go get tested for it.
Go get tested, maybe, yeah. World Family Doctor Day. Hats off to those.
I love my family doctor. I do not go and see my family doctor near as much as what
I don't think anybody does, right? So
I'm like, whenever like if you go somewhere, it's like, who's your family doctor? Well, I mean, who would I go see if I were to see one, and who have I seen 20 years ago? Is that what you're asking me? Oh, okay.
I grew up. Yeah. I'm not the same person.
I don't have wellness checks anymore. Nobody cares about my wellness.
Physicals? You go get a physical?
So no physicals, no wellness checks, nothing of that sort.
It happens. I know. This is International Pickles Week.
Oh.
I love pickles.
I love pickles.
Yeah. Our family.
My daughter loves pickles.
Our family loves pickles. We're just happy when we have pickles at our family, right?
I mean, pickle juice is good for you.
Oh, don't even. Yeah, they love that.
Oh, don't at a ball field. Good Lord.
Oh my goodness, the frozen pickle juice. Yeah,
the frozen pickle juice.
I feel like that's really good too. That's not, that's a good alternative if you don't want it all the sugary.
And so I said, it's pickle juice is
right there.
Okay.
National Safe Boating Week.
Ooh,
I was actually looking at my my past photos, and this week was the week that I went with the middle school, Sherry White, when she had the program, and took us down, and we went boating, kayaking, and I was actually in the boat with our Sheriff Brent Miller. And he'd be somebody that I'd want to be. Oh, he knew everything. No, it was a thing. I had a day of not thinking a thing because this man had it all, knew it all, and took care of it all
with him, so you didn't have to.
Exactly.
In an emergency.
Well played, right? I mean, no, I completely. And he knew exactly. He did all of the when went to rowing. He did.
You're doing a great job. I will
Yes,
be your
the only
cheerleader.
thing,
I will be your hype girl back here.
the only thing that I messed up, which Brett had been on the actually he had been on the trip several times because he's good at it, and so but this is the first year he said the boat had flipped with me. So, well, it happened. Okay, I might have leaned over a little more than I should have. I might have
zero shock.
I might have reached down to pick something up, and the shock, and yeah, it happened. So, but Britt took it like he took really good. He took it well, and we got our cooler back up and everything. So,
well, yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, he'd be one I would trust.
Definitely. Oh yeah, he's definitely
to be able to help out in the event of emergency of a boating incident. Yeah.
If I
do you have your exit buddy?
I do, and I did, and I tell you what, I even have said this several times. If I don't like the bridges, going to Louisville, and if my car gets stuck on the bridge, I'm going to get out and I'm going to leave my keys if I need to, whatever, and then I'm calling Brett Miller to come get it.
Oh my gosh. You can start blocking your number.
I know.
You're like, no, get out.
You need to come get my car. I'm sure his wife Marty would say, go do it. Go do what you need to do. Yeah. That is exactly the way. Yeah. I've
irrational fears that you have all going over the bridges into Louisville. Yeah.
I know it happens. Yeah. Okay. American Cheese Month. What's your favorite kind of cheese?
I don't know. I do like American cheese.
Go wrong with that.
American cheese. I like mozzarella.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the white cheese we get? What's that called?
Mozzarella.
Is that really mozzarella though?
100%. That goes on pizza. That goes in cheese sticks.
Yeah, but it's all melted. That melted down. I thought it was a different kind. The kind that you get for like a queso. Is that mozzarella?
Oh, like queso?
Yeah. What's the white stuff? The white cheese. I thought it was a different name. I don't know.
No, that's not mozzarella.
I
thought you were talking about like pizza.
I do like mozzarella. Yeah. It's like a.
I don't know. Is it?
I can see it at the grocery store. It's like a big chunk of white cheese, right? Isn't that right? And then you melt it down. I think that's right. It's.
Oh, it's a mixture.
Oh.
Yeah. It may be like it's like a blend of like Monterey Jack, dash of cheddar, maybe some American, white American.
A dash of this, a dash of that. I didn't know, but I'm telling you right now, that stuff comes out really good.
Monterey Jack is a common ingredient.
So when you talk queso though, like sometimes you get like a yellow queso, which is like more, I guess, more like your cheddar,
of the
right?
White, maybe put more cheddar. Like,
yeah. And then other times you get so you kind of got to know what kind of cheese you're going to be getting, I guess.
Ooh.
What?
Mentions that you have Velveeta. Well, not a real cheese in the sense of being made from milk alone. Velveeta is a processed cheese food that melts beautifully and is sometimes included in queso recipes.
I've seen, Velveeta, a lot, yeah.
I make like a big chunk. I make mine with Velveeta. Velveeta.
Velveeta's in my kitchen too. Okay.
Yeah, with some jalapenos.
Ooh, and macaroni and cheese. Velveeta does it. Yeah,
there's a white American cheese.
See, I think that would probably be. Yeah, I think I've had that before. I think that's good. Yeah, I need to brush up on my cheeses.
But it's also processed cheese.
Oh, processed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's got smooth, melty texture and mild flavor.
But I think for those that have like milk allergies, the processed is better. I think, isn't that right? Or something like that. I think that's right. I think that's like if you have a milk allergy, I think that.
Oh, you're.
I don't know. I think that's right. Okay.
I don't know.
Let's just be kind to animals month.
I don't know.
Lactose. Yeah. I think that's, I might be confused on that. Better hearing and speech month. Well, we got 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? Yeah. Better hearing and speech month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, better sleep month. I don't know. I ain't about that sleep. Sleep is just not I'm not hitting it on my sleep. I feel so much going on.
yeah. I mean, anymore. I mean, I'm just like, I'll sleep whenever I can.
I know.
I'm not a napper. I don't nap. I don't get to like, there's just no, well, A, there's just no time. And B, there's also like, I can't anymore. There's always something to do. So, like, if my kids, for like the one time in their life, decide to sit down for 20 minutes, there's no.
That's all you're going to get.
Yeah, because they're always go, 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 go. There's no. Yeah, that's not a thing.
Right. So
there's, yeah. And
yeah, I do think that's something, though, that we need to focus more on. You know, we talk about health and eating right, exercising, but I do think we don't sleep enough, get our sleep enough. And I'm totally guilty of that.
Yeah.
Totally
agree with that.
Underrated. Breathe easy month. Okay.
Breathe easy.
Breathe easy.
As opposed to breathing hard.
Yeah, I guess so. Garden for Wildlife month. I like this one. There's one, I thought I saw something about gifts from the garden month. Yes, love that. Like when someone gives you like tomatoes or gives you, if I had enough, I'd share my strawberries.
Yeah, you don't have...
I don't think that's something that I'm going to be shareable this year. Maybe coming up. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a garden, but I used to have a neighbor that did.
Yeah.
I would come home and there would be some surprises on my doorstep.
Love that. Well, or flowers, or like if you had like, if you got some beautiful flowers out there.
Now that I've not had.
Roses, I've got some roses I did cut.
I used to have roses. I don't have roses anymore, but I did used to have some really bright, vibrant pink roses.
Yeah.
And
I do want to give the tree report. They came home with trees for Earth Day. And
yeah, Fletcher's got
they got little
budding.
Green. I know.
Yeah,
that's a good sign.
Some budding on it, and he's very excited because I don't have a tree in my yard.
I know.
It's funny. I don't have a tree in my yard, but I have a million leaves in my yard. But I do not have a tree in my yard, and Fletcher's is the first tree that we have planted.
Doing well. Got a little fence with it, and all set.
Just doing its thing, just letting it do its thing.
I think those trees, I know, they just really take off. I love that. I love it. All right, so those are some holidays. Get out and enjoy. All right, here's some things too, that foods that you should never be reheated in the microwave.
Sushi.
Oh wow, you were right off that. Yeah.
Why is that the first one?
No, I'm just why I don't know. Do you eat sushi? Is it hot or cold normally? I think it's usually warm.
Depends on what you get.
Oh.
It can be either one.
Okay. Well, let's see if okay.
Cooked, not cooked.
Microwaves can cook food unevenly, leading to cold spots. That's what someone was talking about, that they ordered a steak somewhere. I'm not going to name anywhere, and they got it and it was not cooked, and so they sent it back. And they put it in the microwave, and they said that it was just like hard and just not good.
See, okay. How do we know that the restaurant has a microwave?
I don't.
I mean,
because every kitchen's got a microwave, right?
But I mean, whenever I think of like
I don't know. They said they put it in the microwave. They said they put it in the They told the person that I'm trying to be very careful on my words. They told the person that they put it in the microwave.
I'm just like, who's putting stuff in the microwave in a restaurant? I mean, like, and maybe they do, but like, to me, well, okay, maybe they do put other stuff, but when you talk about a steak, like, I feel like I've heard people say you can just throw it back on the grill.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
But I've never heard you can just throw it in the microwave. Like, what? What?
Let me just nuke that real quick for you. I get that.
And also, I genuinely want to know who has microwaves in maybe they do. Again, this could totally be lack of knowledge inside a professional kitchen. And I do know a guy, so I'm gonna have to ask her.
Yes, you know a person to ask. Okay, so ask her. It says that microwaves can cook unevenly, leading cold spots, which I do know that they do. Yes, according to Michigan State University, these cold spots allow harmful bacteria to survive during the reheating process.
That's disgusting.
That's very disgusting. I don't know. After reading this, and then it's got in parentheses, gross.
You think?
Okay, so maybe the time saved is not worth it after all. But if you're going to nuke things anyway, here are 5 foods that experts warn never should be microwaved. Number 1, hard-boiled eggs.
I wouldn't do that anyway.
It builds steam within the egg and can lead to, whenever the egg is cut into, an eruption, or even worse, when you bite into it. Oh gosh, like, have you ever had things like explode like that? Like when you go to cut it open or whatever and it explodes?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah, that's crazy where it goes. Yeah.
I've had a jalapeno popper explode in my mouth.
And you lived to tell about it?
Yeah, I did. Worth it.
Made it. Survived. Yeah. Foods rich in vitamin C, like broccoli. Oh, people put broccoli in the microwave all the time. Like broccoli, bell peppers, berries, and leafy greens. When exposed to heat, the vitamin C is destroyed. It's recommended to eat those raw whenever possible.
So what about pies? And that's funny because I have a friend that will not eat heated fruit.
Oh, yeah.
And so
there you go. Well,
she might be onto something.
She's on to something a lot. Maybe we need to learn. Yeah.
But what are you supposed to do about pies? You can't just get rid of pies.
Well, I know, especially like when you warm up hang on. Let's talk about like a blackberry or a
blackberry cobbler. Like you can't do that.
Blackberry cobbler. Oh,
like with
warmed up
with a white vanilla,
with ice cream.
Yeah. What do you?
I don't know. Well, the vitamins, you're not going to get vitamin C in it, okay? You might get a good time.
I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't eating pie for vitamin C.
Gee, I need my vitamin C. I got to eat my pie.
Yeah, I don't think doing that to begin with.
But I do know a lot of people. I do know a lot of people that warm up broccoli in the microwave.
I know a lot of people that heat up pie.
Yeah. And bell peppers. Oh, okay.
Did they not tell us if we will survive if we eat the pie? Is that on?
I think that's exactly right. Yeah, I think so.
They're not telling us. They're not giving us more information. We need to know.
Pie, me, oh my. Yeah.
Listen, I'm more of a cake person, but if the cake's not an option, I will take the pie. Let me make that very clear.
That all of the above. I'll put my stamp
apple
approval
pie,
on it.
I mean, blackberry pie, strawberry pie.
Oh my gosh! How about sugar cream pie? Oh my goodness! Don't even I can't have that planted in my
peanut butter pie.
Don't even tempt me with a good time.
I'm not much of like a cherry pie.
Oh, I do. Yeah,
not my favorite. Ooh, what's like a Dutch apple, like little crumbles on there.
Or what about a caramel apple pie?
Yeah, caramel apple's good.
Yeah, all of the above. And I think I told you I used to go to a restaurant and there was a gentleman, and like I would always see him, and for dessert he would always get an apple pie and he'd put a piece of cheese on it. I'm not judging, because I could see that. I mean, if a lot of times you put ice cream on apple pie, or you put, so it's kind of like your dairy. Maybe he wanted to get his cheese in. I don't know, but I never judged, but it was just different seeing it come out. It was always apple pie. It was just a piece of apple pie with a piece of cheese on it.
Was that melted?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
I kind of want to try it, but then why you gotta do that to an apple pie like that?
I don't know. But maybe he was on to something. Okay, things that we're not supposed to be heating in the microwave, reheated in the microwave. Chicken. Food safety wise, reheating chicken is safe, but it won't be yummy. All of those moisture evaporates, leaving the chicken with a weird taste and texture.
I mean, which is why I think, we have turned more towards if you're wanting to heat something up, I try to do it in the oven. I try not to do the microwave.
Yeah. Right. Or what's the other thing that
Instapot.
What's the other thing though?
Air fryer.
Air fryer. Yeah, that's good. That'll bring things back to life a lot of times. Yeah. Okay. So it's more talking about the texture. Okay. And then it won't be yummy. Okay. Seafood.
Said that from the beginning.
Guaranteed to dry it out. It's from the sea, so high heat is not ideal unless you like rubbery fish. Then go for it. Oh my gosh, that's so gross. Oh.
I called seafood from the get-go. I am really weird about reheating seafood.
Oh, rubbery. Ew, I can't do that. I had rubbery duck one time. I tried.
A rubber duck? Is that what you just said? You ate a rubber duck before?
I didn't eat it. I couldn't eat it. No, I was trying to prepare it. Okay, I was very young. Okay, I was asked to prepare this duck. It was totally out of my league. Should never have. I was trying.
Google wasn't as popular.
Yeah,
YouTube wasn't a thing.
There was not a thing. No, there was nothing. There was no help at all. So it was frozen. So I thought, well, put it in the microwave for a little bit. I just want to say, duck in microwave makes it rubbery. Okay, and it was gross.
I feel like I would have already had that thought.
I had no clue. I was trying to get it. I had to get it prepared. And yeah.
And the microwave was your first. I had to defrost it. And I don't know if I was like, I don't know if I just because I was young or if we've just got a lot more knowledge about how dangerous the microwave actually can be. There's just so much more out there now. Or I don't know.
I agree.
I don't use the microwave really a whole lot, honestly.
Yeah, I don't. As much as what I used to, I guess more so. I don't know. I haven't been
unless you got them like Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Ooh, trying to get those microwaves.
Those things are so good. Yeah. That rubbery fish stuff is so gross. That's gross to even think about that. Yeah.
No,
I still that rubbery duck, and it was such a weird texture. That was just I was like, I don't even know what to do here at this point. It's real greasy too. Like duck is real. Yeah, I'm not a. Nope.
I don't reheat seafood.
Yeah, no, do not. It says not to do that. We're talking about these are foods that should never be reheated in the microwave. Steak. If you microwave steak, it causes an uneven reheat. It will dry out in certain spots at other parts remain cold.
You need to go tell that restaurant that did that to that person.
Yeah, do not reheat steak in the microwave. I don't think they should have done that anyway, but
it's safer not.
So the person said it was horrible. They said that it came back and it was tough and not good.
Ew, why did they just throw it back on the grill?
I don't know. Maybe it's like once it's out the grill, it can't go back.
I'm
on the
not
grill.
A huge
but think about that. Hang on. Maybe they have grill rules. And the grill rules are once they're off the grill, it can't go back on the grill if it's been touched or on another plate or contaminated by, the person obviously took a bite of it. I don't know. There's probably grill rules. I don't know.
I think there's also restaurant rules.
True. Okay. So what's a weird rule you made up and continue to follow?
Oh, is there a list of them?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have come up with any. My son's really good at making rules up as he goes during a game. I've witnessed that happen many times.
Did he just makes things up as he goes, or what did you say?
I said during a game, all of a sudden the rules change.
Oh,
during
the rules.
The game.
Yeah.
He makes up as he goes. Yeah, that's not a rule, son.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good.
That's funny because we didn't play it that way 2 minutes ago whenever I did that.
Okay, well, here's a weird rule you made up and continue to follow. The question is trending after someone asked, it's amazing how common some of these are. Okay.
Okay.
And if you have any ones, and it says like that when you're younger, maybe you made up and you still follow. And for a good reason or no reason at all, but you just decided it was a personal rule and no one made you do it. You have anything like that as a personal rule for yourself that you just come up on your own?
I mean, like something just as silly as like, I mean, I don't let myself like, stay in my pajamas all day. I mean, like that's like a rule at my house. Like we don't lounge in pajamas. We wake up and we get dressed and be contributing members of society every single day. We don't lay around in our pajamas. I don't care what it is. We get up and we change our clothes every day.
Every day. Okay. Well,
I don't know if that's a rule, but it's something that we do every day, no matter what. Like, I don't care if we're lounging around the house. You're going to lounge not in your pajamas.
You're going to
lounge in some clothes that, in the event of emergency, we have to leave the house.
All right. Number one, if you need, this is like some people had said some of their some of their things that a weird rule they made up and continue to follow. Number one, if you need to retie one shoelace, you must retie the other one. If you don't, you'll end up with one shoe that feels too tight and the other too loose.
I mean, these almost like are rules or like little quirky little things that have to be done because you can't stand it the other way.
Right.
I don't have that rule. But I understand why somebody would. It makes sense. I get it.
Now, this is what's funny to me is this was during a ball game. A child went to tie their shoe, or went to, their shoe needed to be tied in your shoe, and did that. And the game took a long time. The game was on hold, but I saw that being done. Not mad about it, just saw that being done. Maybe. And I think if that's something that you need to retie, or, I can see that.
Well, I'm down here. Might as well get the other one.
The game's on hold. It's okay. It's a beautiful day. Why not?
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I don't have that rule, but I understand why somebody would.
This one's funny. Each armpit gets the same number of deodorant swipes. If you do 6 swipes on your left pit, then you must also do 6 swipes on your right pit.
I don't count my swipes, but I would say kind of like your toothbrush. They say that you brush your teeth the same way every day. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
But I would say that like just because I've been putting deodorant on for so long, then I would say that I probably do the same. But I don't know. I don't actually like
swipe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I don't think I pay attention that much to it. I just put it on like a habit, just like every day.
It says, is this okay? So this was weird rules, and then in parentheses, I think these could be just kind of a little bit of OCD too.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Yeah.
That's what it said. When you meet someone, you can't swear in front of them until they swear in front of you. But once they swear, then you go wild.
That is true. That is true. That's true. I'm not saying whether I swear or whether I don't swear, but I'm just saying that is true. Like, you know when you know. Yeah, you know when you know. Because like there are times where things might slip and you're like, oops. Ooh, I don't know if they're okay with saying that. I think that having a filter more in front of kids isn't a bad idea.
Right.
And especially whenever they're not your kids, because you don't know, if they're hearing it and they, like if they're familiar with it and like, hey, yeah, that's a word that we don't actually use though. And, I don't know. Yeah. But I think that's funny.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Number 4, if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're not allowed to look at the time. If you know what time it is, you'll get anxious and won't fall back to sleep.
I go back and forth on that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, sometimes I try to guesstimate. And then I'll be completely off and I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, I'll either be one extreme or the other. I'll be like, man, I've been asleep for hours, and I'll look and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've only been asleep for half an hour. And then I get really excited though, because I'm like, oh great, I have plenty of time.
More time.
Then if I look at it, and it's like 5 o'clock and I'm like, no, I don't want to get up in a couple hours.
Number 5, if you're eating, save a bite of your favorite thing for last. Like maybe that last bite of mashed potatoes just to finish on a high note. Leave that little bit. Okay, like I'm going to use this for I just like a sandwich. Like if you kind of like eat and then you're waiting for that last bite to be that really good bite. And then somebody wants a bite of that sandwich.
Yeah, my kids do that.
I know. So I kind of changed that.
Actually, it happened yesterday to me. I had a cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Okay.
And I was sitting there eating it. And
very happy.
My kids had already eaten their lunch. Of course, I always eat my lunch an hour later, not on purpose. It's just when I can finally sit down. So I'm sitting here eating. They've already eaten. And every single time, all of a sudden, my food looks way better than what they had. And so, can I have a bite? And I'm like, here, just take the whole thing. So then they take like 5 bites and they're like, here, you can have your burger back. And I was like,
yeah,
thanks. Thanks for that.
I do. Yes. When you're eating and you like save, like kind of work around something because you're waiting for, and I kind of can see mashed potatoes. Yes. That's like the finale, you know?
Yeah. I also like to mix like certain things. Like if you are eating, like if you're eating a sandwich, like let's just say just a regular like ham and cheese sandwich with like some barbecue chips. I like eating those Doritos at the same time.
Yeah.
So if you like take a bite and then like you want a barbecue chip in there with it. Some people actually put the chips on the sandwich
absolutely too. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see that where you kind of save that for the last. Number 6, never use a fake excuse like I can't go. My grandma's sick because she does get sick. You'll feel like you caused it.
That's true, and I've heard people say that before too.
Hmm.
At this point, I've just learned. I mean, honesty is the best policy. Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to go or you can't go or whatever, just say it. That stuff also can come back around, and I've learned that. And I don't mean in the sense of grandma getting sick. I mean somebody finding out that grandma was not sick.
Yeah, that's just
grandma be seen out and mama looking fine. So you best be careful that grandma is staying at home that day.
These are weird rules that people made up and continue to follow. Number 7, this one's nice. If you find a penny on the ground but it's not heads up, I turn it heads up so the next person can have a little luck. That's kind of a cute idea.
I am not superstitious in any of that way.
Yeah, but it's kind of a cute idea just to have a little smiling
might
penny.
Not be superstitious, but I might be a little stitious. Name that one. Come on, everybody. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know it?
No. Which one is it?
Oh.
Help me out.
Well, I don't want to tell it.
No, tell it now.
It's Michael Scott.
Oh my gosh. Say it again.
It's something like I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
That sounds yes, that's him. That's right. I love that. Number 8, you can't brag about a random act of kindness. If you tell someone about it, it cancels the good karma. I agree.
Integrity.
Doing the right thing for the right reason when no one's looking.
Yeah.
I love that. So those are just kind of some weird rules that are made up and you continue to follow.
Yeah.
Exciting, right?
Yeah. I think that I think that those, I don't know if they're rules or I don't know, like making your bed every morning, like like stuff like that. I have to do that.
Yeah.
I can't leave.
Well, that's a good thing to get into. That's a good thing to get into.
Yeah. I'm also like my kids trying to get them in the habit though of certain things too, because I want them, because I think it's good. I think it's good to want to wake up and start your day.
Absolutely.
And like, I don't want to take the being able to like lounge and being able to chill out for a little bit. But I tell them all the time to chill out and they don't do it. So let's just chill out for a little bit.
Nope. Can't do that.
Nope. Not till their bed hits the pillow at night are they ready to chill out.
Right. Well, and then they do drop. That's good. Boy, when they go.
Yes.
Out.
Yes. Which is nice. Yes.
It's always, I think that's like so rewarding whenever the end of the night when everyone's asleep like that. Like,
well, I have had people say like, oh, do they take naps? And I was like, no. I mean, we're kind of getting past the nap stage. Now, Fallon, the girl, she still will take a nap. But the boys, they're kind of growing out of that nap stage. Anymore, if they nap, it's hard for them to go back to sleep at night. Which is part of a reason. That's just part, like I said, part of the reason why I also don't want to nap, because I too like being able to go to bed at a decent time and then sleeping a full night's sleep.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to switch gears here. Okay. here are some things that happen in movies, which I love movies, and I know we love movies, and that are really 100% unrealistic. Okay. Now, the Tom Cruise movie comes out, the new one, the last one, supposedly, and coming out, and we know that everything he does is realistic, though, right? So he does a lot of his own stunts, so they are.
I have not seen a whole lot of
Mission Impossibles.
I've not seen.
I'm sad. I'm sad for you. I'm really sad for you.
I've not seen.
It's a sad day. Sad day for you.
Not a single mission has been possible.
Oh,
that mission.
Well, you need to go back. You need to right now. You need to start right now. Right now.
Are they kid appropriate? Because that's my.
Oh, I think your kids would love them if they could. Yeah, I think they would. Yeah, they're good. They're really good.
I have never seen them. I know Final Destination's also out, like the last one or something like that.
Mm-hmm. There's
which I have not. I don't even know if I've seen the last couple, but
got Stitch coming up. Stitch movie coming out.
Yeah.
There's some other things that are coming out. I'm trying to think. How to Train Your Dragon. Is that maybe that's later in July? Maybe I don't know.
Another one.
Yeah. But it's like
how many times do you learn how to train that
dragon? Oh, it's so cute though. It looks really
dragon
cute.
Is still not trained.
That's right. You can't. Hey, don't try to halter that dragon. Well, here's something that happens often in movies that's 100% unrealistic. Number one, somebody falls and catches the edge of something hanging on just by their fingers.
Oh, like a cliff.
The Avengers. Hey, they can do it, right? They can do that, right?
I'm trying to think of which part of the Avengers.
Oh, I'd say several of them. I'm trying to think of in the Black Widow. She like falls and she's hanging on.
Black Widow can do all kinds of.
I'm just that. I'm telling
you
right now, got it all covered. Number two, spotless air ducts. Or air ducts that can support the weight of a 200-pound man moving through them. Aren't full of screws and absorb. Air ducts are usually full of screws and absorb the sounds of the man moving around. So you
do not lie to me, Paul Blart. Do not lie to me.
I know you're up there. I can hear you,
Paul Blart.
Yeah.
Yes, Mall Cop 100% is up in those. Kevin James.
I love Kevin James. Oh, I love that. Number three, people getting pistol whipped or being knocked unconscious and waking up later, functioning normally, and if nothing happens.
How do you know that's not real? I need to know. Did we test this theory out?
Oh, I don't know. I see him, again, coming right back. Okay, here we go. A character moving 4 feet from the other characters and having a full volume side conversation that no one else can hear. It says here, usually like on classic soap operas.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know.
You lost me on that one.
Yeah. A hero being assaulted by a dozen hitchmen using fist, feet, and metal bars, only to end up with a small butterfly bandage on their cheek. Also, everybody attacks them one at a time. Okay.
Wait, what?
These are actually these are things that happens in movies that are 100% unrealistic. Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, we know that. Like,
but we know
jumping one guy and just one at a time gonna attack him. Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we know that Pepper's not really reaching in Iron Man's chest
like
to change the battery, right?
Come on, guys.
Okay, the number 6, the general lack of tiredness. In some of the movie, they don't show the lack of tiredness. Yeah. That's not unrealistic. You'd be tired after doing all that.
Doing all what?
Well, if you're defeating, or whatever you're doing. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Rocky seemed pretty tired.
Adrian! Now you got me. That one's going to be secondhand. Okay, number 7. Unemployed bachelors with spacious penthouses, apartments in desirable locations.
Now, why is that unrealistic? Bachelors everywhere, excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that one.
Waking up looking fresh and styled and mostly in a good mood. Okay.
Again, I don't
think that's unrealistic. No.
I don't think that's unrealistic at all.
Hackers saying, typing 300 words per minute, and then 5 seconds later saying, I'm in.
How did we test that theory?
Now, this is stuff. Now, hang on. This one's funny to me. What's something that happens in movies that's 100% unrealistic? Ordering a meal, eating one bite, and then chucking the whole thing because you have to go somewhere. I always worry about that.
Listen, I want to know. Yeah, why are we not eating?
Because take that burger and go.
I mean, come on now. I mean, I'm just saying in general. I'm talking about just food in general.
Did we not on Smokey and the Bandit? Didn't they take the food to go? I think they got their food to go. I think they grabbed it and I think that was.
Are we really worried about what our teeth are going to look like during the movie?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that worry. Like, come on, eat your food.
Eat your food. Number 11. No one ever looks for parking. It's just there. In a movie. Which.
I don't even. Those are things I guess you just don't think about as you're watching the movie.
Number 12. Stopping by to have breakfast at a friend's apartment before work. Yeah, sure. These are unrealistic. Okay. Number 13. No one buys celery and bagels every time they go to the grocery store.
What? I think they're talking about a movie specifically.
Yeah.
They need to name the movie.
The classics: zoom in, enhance the image, isolate that section, and enhance it more.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if you watch Reba, my Reba fans out there, they are always making a peanut butter sandwich. And I think there's probably something to that because I'm sure that it's like what's it called? Like a time waster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so they're sitting always
making
a peanut butter sandwich.
Number 15, last one. Someone said brushing their teeth without toothpaste.
I don't know if I've seen that. I feel like that would like.
So there we go.
Stick out to me, but maybe not.
Yeah. There we go. So there's some unrealistic things that movies do. Okay. All right. We're getting close on time, Angel. And of course, Americans for Prosperity. You just had a day of action the other day, and
we did a day of action on Saturday. There was Trump had a bill that we actually had our Congressman Stutzman and Congresswoman Erin Houchin. They voted yes to it. Unfortunately, it died in committee. But that does not mean that Trump's tax cuts from 2017 still cannot go through. So that's kind of what we're focused on. So thank you to Congresswoman Houchin and Congressman Stutzman for being on the lookout for us taxpayers and showing us constituents that, hey, listen, like we don't want you guys to have to pay more money to the IRS. So that's why we want to vote yes to this bill. So, so we are calling into these states on Day of Action, really letting these constituents know. And the feedback that I received personally firsthand, I can tell you is that these taxpayers want to make sure these tax cuts stay in place. Mm-hmm. It was one of the biggest tax cuts in American history and could potentially be, I mean, this could be, I mean, very detrimental in somebody's family with these tax increases if we do not get these tax cuts extended or make them permanent. So yes, we're working on that currently. Really need to watch that. And folks, and that's why, this is the time where people are like, oh, if you would have paid attention, this is the time I'm telling you, this is where you need to pay attention. And this also goes back to, I said, we have a great delegation here in Indiana, getting great feedback from them, really wanting to make sure and look out for us constituents. So, really it's a federal level issue. So we got other states to look out for. And, that's what we're doing. That's what we're currently doing. So just something you guys really need to, if you want to look at something specific, look at that. And they were from 2017 and we've all gotten used to having those and we've, set in some of our ways and our expenditures. So, just something to keep in mind that, at the end of the year, they expire. This is it. Mm-hmm. And the sooner, the better that we can get this through, the better.
Right. Yeah. It's time. I think more people are wanting to get more involved.
Well, like I said, I mean, this is a better time now more than ever. If you don't like paying more money to the IRS,
Yeah.
This is a great time to get involved. This is a great time to get involved. We do have elections. Some people are starting their campaigns. We do have some of those. We have, some people that are out campaigning and starting those, going to events. We have some great parades coming up. Parade season's coming up. I know the Strawberry Festival in Borden, they just had their parade this past weekend. I think it went over really well. But yes, we're going to have some more of those opportunities coming about, have more phone call opportunities coming. And just contacting your legislators and letting them know, hey, they want to hear from you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Stay involved for sure. All right. Wonderful. And if they want to contact you?
Yeah. So if they want to get involved with us in one way or another, they can contact us, Americans for Prosperity Indiana, on any of our social media outlets, protectprosperity.org, americansforprosperity.org, or you can reach out to me specifically, Angel Purlee, and I'd love to get you hooked in to our organization and get something maybe you're passionate about that you want to see change, or you want to improve, or maybe you want to do the thank yous like we talked about earlier. Maybe it's something you want to thank, and you want to be on the on the positive side of it and thanking them for the good work that they're doing.
Right. Absolutely. Love that. And everybody likes to hear praise, right?
That's right. Thank them. Right. Great feedback is good. They want to hear that. I mean, because then it just is positive reinforcement.
Love that. All right, let's do some positive, and let's talk about those sponsors.
Yes, let's thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Purlee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Land Consulting, First Harrison Bank, the Louisville Bats, Schneck Hospital, and Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
All right, real quick, I do want to, get ready to end, but they are talking about the National Weather Service just messaged and said they are talking about some severe weather tomorrow. We'll keep everyone informed and keep you updated. So stay with us right here on WSLM.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.